Taj Mahal, Agra, India. Location: country, India. State, Uttar Pradesh. City, Agra. Exact site, southern bank of the Yamuna River. Coordinates: 27.1751 n, 78.0421 e. Accessibility: approximately 2.5 kilometers from Agra Fort, 7 kilometers from Agra Cantonment Railway. Station easily reachable by road, rail, and air. Agra Airport nearby. Importance: architectural masterpiece, a perfect example of Mughal architecture, blending Persian, Islamic, and Indian styles. Symbol of eternal love, built by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Considered the ultimate monument of love. Global recognition: UNESCO World Heritage Site 1983, listed as one of the 7 Wonders of the World. 2007 tourism: one of the most visited monuments in the world, attracting 6 to 8 million tourists annually, contributing significantly to India's tourism economy. Cultural significance: known as the Crown of Palaces. Translation of Taj Mahal: it's celebrated in art, literature, and history across centuries. Spiritual symbolism: the Shahbag, gardens, and riverfront location symbolize paradise in Islamic culture, making it more than just a tomb. It is seen as a gateway to eternity. Historical background: commissioning 163-11632. The story of the Taj Mahal begins with Emperor Shah Jahan, reigned 1628 to 1658, and his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal Ajuman Bano Begum in 1631. Mumtaz Mahal died while giving birth to their 14th child. During a military campaign in the Deccan Berhampa, grief-stricken, Shah Jahan vowed to build the most magnificent mausoleum ever seen, as a symbol of his love and devotion. Construction began in 1632 on the banks of the Yamuna River in Agra. Construction period 1632 to 1653. The main mausoleum was completed in 1648, while the surrounding structures and gardens took another 5 years. Finishing in 1653, over 20,000 artisans, craftsmen, stonecutters, and calligraphers worked on the project. Chief architect was Ustad Ahmed Lahori, with contributions from Persian and Indian master designers. Materials were brought from all over India and beyond. White marble from Makrana, Rajasthan jasper from Punjab jade, and crystal from China turquoise, from Tibet lapis lazuli, from Afghanistan sapphire, from Sri Lanka carnelian, from Arabia later Mughal period. After its completion, the Taj Mahal became the crown jewel of Mughal architecture. In 1658, Shah Jahan was overthrown by his son Aurangzeb and imprisoned in Agra Fort, where he spent his last years gazing at the Taj Mahal from a window until his death in 1666. He was later buried beside Mumtaz Mahal inside the Taj Mahal. Decline and looting. 18th century. During invasions and political instability, the Taj Mahal suffered neglect. Precious stones and inlays were plundered by the Jots, Marathas, and later British soldiers. British colonial era 19th century. The Taj fell into partial disrepair. British officials, including Lord Curzon, Viceroy of India, 1899 a 1905, initiated major restoration projects. However, the gardens were redesigned in the British formal style with lawns instead of the original Persian Shahbag layout. Post-independence 1947 present, the Government of India declared the Taj Mahal a protected monument in 1983. UNESCO recognized it as a World Heritage Site in 2007. It was voted as one of the new 7 Wonders of the World. Transformations over. Time Mughal era 163 to 1707, built as a mausoleum for Mumtaz Mahal. Completed in 1653, Shah Jahan intended it as the most magnificent symbol of love and paradise on earth. Functioned as a sacred tomb, with Quranic recitations and royal visits, maintained in perfect condition under Shah Jahan and his successors. 18th century decline and looting. Political instability. After the decline of the Mughal Empire, the Taj suffered neglect and loss of treasures. Precious stones and inlays were plundered by Jots. In 1761 they took chandeliers and silver doors. Marathas, and later, invaders. The surrounding gardens and buildings began to lose their original grandeur. British colonial period 1803-1947. Early 19th century, Taj Mahal fell into partial disrepair. Some British soldiers and officials removed decorative stones and ornaments. Lord Curzon, Viceroy of India, 1899 to 1905, ordered major restoration works to repair damages, restored the monument's structure, repaired the dome, minarets, and calligraphy, introduced British-style lawns, replacing parts of the original Persian Shahbag garden layout by late colonial times. The Taj was promoted as a romantic symbol of India, becoming a highlight for foreign visitors. Post-independence era 1947 to present. Declared a protected monument under the Archaeological Survey of India ASI, UNESCO World Heritage Site 1983, recognized for its universal cultural value. Listed among the new 7 Wonders of the World 2007 by Global Vote, became one of India's top tourist attractions, drawing 6 to 8 million visitors annually. The Taj Trapezium Zone (TTZ), established to control pollution and industrial activities near the monument. Modern cleaning with Fuller's Earth multimeter applied regularly to restore marble whiteness. Current challenges pollution and acid rain, yellowing and damage to marble. River Yamuna, falling water levels, threaten structural stability. Tourism pressure, millions of tourists, cause wear and tear. Conservation efforts, strict regulation of vehicles. Industrial zones and regular restoration works. Architecture and design. Architectural style, classic example of Mughal architecture, blending Persian, Islamic, Ottoman, Turkish, and Indian influences, symbolizes harmony, symmetry, and balance. In every detail, designed to represent Jannat paradise as described in Islamic tradition. Layout and plantha complex is laid out in a Shahbag 4-part Persian-style garden, symbolizing paradise. The Taj Mahal is perfectly aligned on a north-south axis on the banks of the Yamuna River. Symmetry is the key principle. Every structure has a mirrored counterpart. Main components: mausoleum central building, built on a raised square platform. White Makrona marble inlaid with precious and semi-precious stones. Petrodura technique features a massive central onion-shaped dome approximately equals 35 meters high, topped with a gilded finial combining Islamic crescent and Hindu. Trident motifs. For smaller domed kiosks. Chatris around the main dome enhance its grandeur. Minarets for slender minarets, each about 40 meters tall, at the 4 corners of the platform, slightly tilted outwards to prevent collapse on the mausoleum in case of earthquakes. Interior, tomb chamber, houses the cenotaphs of Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan, richly decorated with marble screens and carvings. The actual graves are in a lower, simpler chamber beneath the cenotaphs. Quranic inscriptions, floral motifs, and gemstone inlays decorate the chamber. Calligraphy and decoration. Quranic verses inscribed by master calligrapher Amanat Khan. Optical illusion. Letters increase in size as they rise, so the script appears uniform from below. PIETRA Durastone inlay, technique used to create detailed floral and geometric motifs. Gardens Shahbeg, divided into 4 quarters by water channels, symbolizing rivers of paradise, originally planted with roses, jasmine, and fruit-bearing trees. Redesigned with British lawns in 19th century. Other structures in the complex mosque west side, made of red sandstone, used for prayers. JAWAB east side, identical red sandstone building, built for symmetry, not used as a mosque. Main gateway. Darwaza-i Rawza, monumental entrance with Quranic verses and arches. Guest house and courtyards for visitors and religious gatherings. Symbolism in design symmetry reflects perfection and balance in life and afterlife. Riverfront. Location enhances beauty with reflections in water, changing colors, pinkish at dawn, sparkling, white in daylight, golden under moonlight represents love, eternity and paradise, blending spiritual and romantic. Symbolism, notable features. 1. The marble dome. The massive onion-shaped dome is the most iconic part of the Taj. Height 35 meters, 115 feet, crowned with a finial combining Islamic crescent, moon and Hindu trident, symbolizing cultural fusion. For smaller domed kiosks, chhatris surround the central dome. 2. Minarets. 4 minarets, each approximately 40 meters tall, stand at the platform's corners, designed with a slight outward tilt, ensuring they would fall away from the mausoleum in case of earthquakes. 3. Petra Dara, marble inlay work, intricate floral and geometric. Designs created with precious and semi-precious stones like jade, lapis lazuli, carnelian, and turquoise. This inlay work gives the Taj its sparkling detail under sunlight. For calligraphy, elegant Quranic verses inscribed by calligrapher Amanat Khan. Optical illusion. The calligraphy letters increase in size as they rise, making them appear uniform when viewed from the ground. Gateway, dome, and cenotaphs feature these inscriptions. 5. Cenotaphs and tomb chamber. Ornamental cenotaphs of Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan in the central chamber. Actual graves are in a lower chamber beneath. Kept simple per Islamic tradition, decorated with a delicate marble screen, yali carved with latticework. 6. The gardens Shahbeg, a classic Persian-style garden, divided into 4 quarters by water channels, symbolizes the 4 rivers of paradise in Islamic belief. Features reflection pools, fountains, and walkways, creating perfect symmetry. 7. Reflection pool located along the central walkway, leading directly to the mausoleum, creates the world-famous mirror image of the Taj Mahal in its waters. 8. Changing colors of marble. 1. Of the Taj's most magical features, pinkish hues at sunrise, brilliant white and daylight, golden glow under moonlight symbolizes the changing moods of Mumtaz Mahal and the eternal nature of love. 9. Flawless symmetry. The Taj Mahal complex is renowned for its perfect symmetry. Every building, arch, and garden has a corresponding mirrored counterpart except Shah Jahan's cenotaph, which breaks the symmetry added later when he was buried beside Mumtaz. 10. Supporting structures. Mosque west side, functional mosque made of red sandstone. Jawab. East side, identical building, built only for symmetry, not a mosque. Great gateway. Darwaza-i Rawza, majestic entrance with Quranic verses and inlaid decorations. Cultural and symbolic significance, symbol of eternal love, commissioned by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of Mumtaz Mahal. The Taj is the world's most celebrated monument of love and devotion. It embodies grief, loyalty, and the emperor's longing for eternal union with his wife, cultural importance in India known as the Crown of Palaces. It stands as the pinnacle of Mughal art and architecture, integral to Indian identity, often used as a symbol of the nation. On postcards, films, and literature. Plays a vital role in Indian tourism, contributing heavily to the economy and cultural pride. Religious and spiritual symbolism. The Shahbag Gardens and rivers symbolize the Islamic concept of paradise, with its 4 rivers of water, milk, honey, and wine. The symmetry and perfection reflect the divine order of the universe. The blending of Islamic calligraphy, Persian motifs, and Indian craftsmanship represents cultural unity. Global symbolism. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, 1983, and hailed as the jewel of Muslim art in India, and one of the universally admired masterpieces of World Heritage. Voted as one of the new 7 Wonders of the World, 2007, serves as a global symbol of romance, beauty, and artistic achievement. Influence on art, literature, and media inspired countless poems, paintings, novels, and songs across centuries. A muse for artists, travelers, and lovers worldwide, featured in films, documentaries, and even replicas like the mini Taj in our diplomatic and cultural icon, frequently visited by world leaders and dignitaries, from Princess Diana to modern presidents, a backdrop for cultural events and international diplomacy, symbolizing India's heritage and soft power. Visitor information. Opening hours daily, sunrise to sunset approx. 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Closed. Every Friday open only for local Muslims to offer prayers at the mosque. Night viewing, available on full moon nights and 2 days, before and after 5 days per lunar cycle, except Fridays and during Ramadan. Viewing slots, 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. in batches of 30 minutes. Entry tickets, approx. Foreign tourists, 1,100, 1,300, include shoe covers, water bottle, guide map, closing parenthesis, citizens of SAARC, BIMSTEC countries, tilde. 540, Indian citizens, 50, children below 15 years, Indian and foreign, free. Extra 200 for access to the main mausoleum. Tomb chamber. Prices may change with updates from the Archaeological Survey of India. Entry gates, Zeet Gate, preferred by foreign tourists, less crowded, closing parenthesis. West Gate, most popular among Indian visitors. South Gate opens later in the day, often used as an exit. Dress code and rules. No strict dress code, but modest clothing recommended. Shoes must be removed or covered with provided shoe covers before entering the mausoleum. Large bags, tripods, drones, and food are not allowed. Only small cameras, water bottles, and essential items permitted. Photography allowed in gardens, exteriors, and most parts of the complex. Prohibited inside the main mausoleum tomb chamber. Tripods and drones are strictly banned. Best time to visit October-March. Pleasant weather, ideal for sightseeing. Avoid peak summers, April-June. Very hot, monsoon, July-September. Gardens lush and green, but rains can affect visibility. Best hour, sunrise, less crowded, soft golden light. How to reach by air. Agra Airport domestic, or Delhi International Airport, 220 kilometers away by train. Agra, Kant. Railway station, major junction, closing parenthesis, by road. well connected by the Yamuna Expressway from Delhi, approximately 3 to 4 hours. Tips for visitors: arrive early morning to avoid crowds and capture sunrise views. Buy tickets online in advance to save time. Use the battery-operated eco-friendly vehicles from the parking lot to the gate. No petrol, diesel vehicles allowed near the monument. Closing parenthesis. Carry valid photo ID, passport, Aadhaar, or driver's license. Stay for night viewing, if possible. It's a magical experience. Modern challenges and preservation: environmental challenges, air pollution, industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, and construction dust in Agra cause the yellowing of marble. Acid rain, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides in the atmosphere react with rain, eroding marble surfaces. River Yamuna crisis: falling water levels and pollution of the river threaten the foundation's stability, as the Taj's wooden foundation needs constant moisture. Tourism pressure: the Taj receives 6 to 8 million visitors annually, causing physical stress to the monument. Touching, crowding, and vibrations affect delicate inlay work and flooring. Waste and over-tourism create management challenges. Structural concerns: minor tilting of the minarets and cracks in the marble detected due to natural aging and vibrations. Climate change: extreme weather and monsoon flooding increase risks. Preservation efforts: Taj Trapezium Zone TTZ, 10,400 square km area around the Taj Mahal, with strict regulations on industries and vehicles. Ban on coal-based industries and restricted vehicular movement. Cleaning with Multani Meaty Fuller's earth. Special clay treatment applied to restore the marble's whiteness by removing dirt and pollutants. Traffic control: no petrol or diesel vehicles allowed near the monument. Electric and battery-operated vehicles used for tourist transport. Regular monitoring: Archaeological Survey of India (ASI) conducts continuous conservation, structural monitoring, and cleaning projects. Government and international support, supported by the Supreme Court of India and UNESCO for Global Heritage Preservation. Awareness campaigns launched to reduce human and environmental threats. Future challenges: climate change, rising temperatures, unpredictable rainfall, and flooding may impact the site. Urban development, encroachment and expansion of Agra city put pressure on the surroundings. Balancing tourism and preservation, ensuring access for millions of visitors while maintaining long-term structural integrity remains the biggest challenge. Taj Mahal summary: table aspect details. Location: Agra, Uttar Pradesh, India, on the southern bank of the Yamuna River. Coordinates: 27.1751 n, 78.0421 e. Commissioned by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Purpose: mausoleum for Mumtaz Mahal, his beloved wife. Construction period: 1632–1648. Mausoleum completed 1653. Complex architect: Ustad Ahmad Lahori, chief architect. With Persian and Indian artisans. Workers involved: approximately 20,000 artisans, craftsmen, and laborers. Materials used: white Makrona marble, inlaid with precious and semi-precious stones. Architectural style: Mughal architecture, Persian plus Islamic. Indian fusion. Main features: central marble dome 35 meters high, for minarets 40 meters, Shahbeg gardens, reflection pool, Petra Dura inlay, Koranic calligraphy. Notable structures: mausoleum, Mosque West, Jawabis, Main Gateway. Shahbag garden symbolism: eternal love, paradise on earth, cultural and spiritual perfection. UNESCO status: World Heritage Site, 1983. Global recognition, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, 2007. Visitors, annual, 6 to 8 million, approx. Best time to visit October, March. Pleasant weather, sunrise and full moon views. Ideal challenges: pollution, acid rain, human drying, overcrowding. Structural stress preservation efforts: Taj, trapezium zone, TTZ, multi cleaning, traffic restrictions. ASI, monitoring cultural impact. Symbol of India, global icon of love, featured in art, literature, films. Diplomacy ending. Detailed note: the Taj Mahal is more than just an architectural wonder. It is a timeless poem in marble, a monument where love, art, and eternity converge. Built by Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved Mumtaz Mahal, it stands as an everlasting testimony to the depth of human emotion, immortalizing love in stone and symmetry. Its white marble glows with the changing colors of the sky, reflecting the moods of time, as if the monument itself breathes with life. Through centuries, it has endured wars, invasions, colonial rule, pollution, and modern challenges. Yet its grace remains unshaken, its beauty untouched by time. Every element, the majestic dome, delicate petrodura inlay, flowing calligraphy, and paradise-like garden steles, a story of devotion, artistic genius, and spiritual symbolism. Recognized globally as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal continues to enchant millions of visitors, poets, and dreamers from across the globe. It is not only India's pride, but also a universal symbol of love, unity, and cultural harmony, as the Yamuna reflects its shining dome under the moonlight. The Taj Mahal whispers across generations: great empires may fall, centuries may pass, but true love endures forever.